Sorry, class, come back. I don't know what happened. Yeah, come back, please. Sorry. Tell all to come back. Yeah. We were talking about related and supporting industries, how they help in multinationals coming into a country. Shall I wait for others to come back? Give others a call, say ma'am is back. I don't know why the video went off. Yeah, come. Morning, Deepika. Yeah, I'll continue class. So it's like this. Hassan, good morning. Yeah, I'll continue now. See, it is like this. As I told you, the once say the when Ford came into India, they wanted related and supporting industries. So in Tamil Nadu, people started in the small industries that supported the supported the Ford car. For example, someone did the windscreens, someone did the fenders, someone did the rear view mirrors, somebody did the car covers, somebody did the car seats, etc. Because there were so many related and supporting industries, other car manufacturers also preferred to come into Tamil Nadu because they could easily get all the. See, once say Mr. A is doing windscreens and he will do windscreens for world class cars like Ford, we manufactured cars in India for India and for other countries to export also from India. So what happens here is naturally what happens here is because they manufacture for Ford, they become very strong. They started manufacturing world class products. So other car manufacturers also will say, I will come and manufacture the same. All right. So this goes on. Right. Hi, Maiwan. Good morning. So I was talking to you about. So that is the okay. So related and supporting industries I was talking to you about. I talked to you about factor conditions. demand conditions, and firm strategy, structure, and rivalry. Has everyone come back? I feel sad. We were doing a good class and suddenly it had to go. Right? Okay. Sorry. Shall I continue class? Now see, we are talking about another very interesting thing about trade barriers. See, the trade barriers are put up by countries to control other countries' imports. All right, to control imports from another country, trade barriers are put up. Taxes. Now there are two kinds of barriers. One is tariffs and tariff barriers, and one that are non-tariff barriers. Taxes that are imposed on goods typically entering the country are tariff barriers. Okay, so so whenever some goods enter the country, some taxes are imposed. Now those taxes can be ad valorem tax, that is value of the goods. Yeah, Madhavi. Some taxes are put based on the value of the goods. All right, so much is the value, so much is the percentage, and there we go. Okay, now some other this thing could be non-tariff barriers. All right, non-tariff barriers are indirect measures that discriminate against foreign manufacturers, quotas or bans, like when the country says you can import only so many, etc., etc. Just hold on a bit, ma. Hold on a bit. Okay. Ready? Now, one concept I told you, two tariff barriers can be barrier that are financial ones, that is, or tariff means tax like. So tariff barriers and non-tariff barriers. So what are the non-tariff barriers? Before we go into non-tariff barriers, there is this thing here, PowerPoint here for dumping. I'll explain what is dumping, then we'll go into non-tariff barriers. In dumping, you sell a product at prices below production costs. Okay, you manufacture for 100 rupees, but you sell it for less than 100 rupees. Excuse me, because you want to capture the market. Just because you want to capture the market, you sell a product for less than the production cost. It is constitutes unfair competition, like beggar thy neighbor policies. A is selling for 100 rupees, so I would try to grab the market for from A by selling for less than 100 rupees. Okay, these are unfair trade practices. In most countries, it is illegal. Okay, but it is very difficult to assess. Even if your manufacturing of 100 rupees, manufacturing cost is 100 rupees, you may say my manufacturing cost is 80, that's why I'm selling for 90, just to capture the market. Can you go and check? Can anyone go and check that it is 100, for example? So, WTO allows anti dumping laws wherever there has been material injury to the domestic industry. Now we come to the non tariff barriers. Non tariff barriers are, first of all, administrative barriers. used to block the entry of products while arguing that no barrier exists. Administrative barriers, even see, I'll tell you the example for that. A Japanese person was in the United States. He went for a party. I repeat, a Japanese person went for a party when he was visiting the United States. In the United States, sorry, not a Japanese person, an American went for a party in America, and there he found that a lot of other people were there. Some Japanese people were, praising a particular soup. That soup was made of lobsters. All right. So the American discovered one important. He thought it is an opportunity for me. If the Japanese love the lobster soup, why don't I export this lobster soup to Japan? Okay. So an American who went for a party discovered there that some Japanese were fond of a particular lobster soup. So he saw a business opportunity and he thought, if Japanese love this lobster soup, which is basically manufactured in the United States, why don't I take this opportunity and try and export this lobster soup to Japan? So he took 1000 cans of this lobster soup and tried to enter Japan with this lobster soup because he wanted to take this as a sample to Japanese people, where they would say, okay, they like it, you can send me a consignment of so much. Different people. So he would wanted to see whether he would get deals from Japanese traders. But at the customs, the Japanese customs did not allow him to take the soup into the country. They said, your soup contains a particular preservative which is not allowed in Japan. They named the preservative. So what this person, American person, went back. He spoke to the American company who was making the lobster soup and requested them to change a preservative, the preservative, only for the sake of his export, to another, yeah, to another preservative which would have been accepted in Japan. So the company obliged. They made the soup with another preservative only for his sake and gave it to him. So again he took 1000 cans of this soup and went into tried to enter Japan. But Japanese customs once again blocked and said, we find traces of the original preservative in your soup. No, you cannot enter with this to Japan. So this man went back and then he had it tested in the laboratory, and there was no trace at all of the previous preservative in the soup. What was the issue? In Japan, you cannot do business unless you have a Japanese partner. They have not said it in so many terms, but if you have a Japanese partner, you can do business very easily. Some countries like the Middle East and all, they openly tell you, unless you have, or the rule is that you should have a local partner to do a business. Some countries will not tell you that you need to have a local partner, but it goes without saying, okay, some kind of barrier, non-tariff barrier. Okay. Then you have boycotts. For example, after the war between America, UK, United Kingdom, and Britain and America attacked Iraq because they were supposed to have weapons of mass destruction. Okay, they were supposed to have weapons of mass destruction. All right. So once the war was over, some kind of boycotting, embargo, etc. was put on Iraq. They were not able to sell their oil. They had to pay a lot of money to people who had lost their homes, etc., during the Kuwait War when they invaded Kuwait, etc., etc. The United Nations made sure that this money was collected and given to people. All right. So there was by that time the Iraq could not sell the oil till they paid. So you have administrative barriers, you have production subsidies, emergency import production, foreign sales corporation, etc. Then you have embargoes, boycotts, and some technical standards. Like, see, there is a Mexican company which manufactures crockery, eating crockery. So there is a certain amount of nickel that goes into the plates. So when it sells to America, the amount of nickel is drastically reduced. Otherwise, they cannot sell it in the United States. All over the world, they sell different, you know. But when it sends to America, they reduce the amount of nickel. So some kind of technical standards, etc., are also non-tariff barriers. All right. Okay, let's go on to my next slides. What I sent today. Once again. Go on to the slides that I sent today. The Great Depression. Sadly, it's not opening. Wait, I'll try opening it on. And has it come, man? Has it come for y'all? I'll try opening it on email. Oh, I'm unable to open it. I just sent y'all a file. Please go on. I think I have given you one more PowerPoint notes in the first class. Trade theories we finished. The PowerPoint is not opening, man. Is it opening for y'all? Just let me know. What shall I do? Shall I do in the next class? The video went out and half the class I lost. I'll do in the next class. I'm feeling very sad. I will send this PowerPoint again. Please don't miss the next class. I'm going to talk about financial situation, etc., etc., from the 1900s and how gold standard came about, what everything, the Great Depression, all the international financial situation I'm going to talk about in my next class. And my next class will be on Monday. All right. All the best, class. Take care. God bless. All right. Bye bye. Shilpi. Yeah, it's not opening, Nasir. Teja, it's opening, but I'm not getting it, man. If it's opening, you give me, then I'll this thing. Try. Teja, send it again in the official group so that I can open it. Before class, I had asked Pavan, but Pavan also could not open it, I think. I need the slide. Shall I do in my next class? You all relax. I'll do properly in my next class. Sharp 9 o'clock on Monday, and I will go on till 11. I'll take a 2 hour class, okay? I want to complete that. What I missed today, I'm sorry. I don't know why the live video went off and all that. It was sad. It's opening. It's not opening for me, man. Anjali, can you send it to me? I'll do it in the next class. I'll see what is wrong and I'll open it. All right. I'll Okay. Bye, class. Have a nice weekend. stay at home. All right. If I can, if I can, if I get time, I can take another class during the week. Otherwise, I'll come on back on Monday only. On Friday, if there is this thing, I'll talk to one of you. If Friday or Saturday there is time, I can come back for another class. Okay. You'll forward, Anjali? Okay, wait, we'll see. Anjali has forwarded. I'll see if it'll open. Anjali is not opening on my phone, ma. It's not opening on my phone. Wait 1 second. I'll try opening on my Gmail and I'll teach, okay? Yeah. Should I continue class? Monday's class? Okay, because I it is opening on my Mac, but then I can't see you. I can't see your comments. I'll see you all. Okay, I'll see you all in the on Monday. Bye, class. God bless. Be safe. Yes, Pawan. Good morning. Be safe. Sadly, the video went off and everything got spoiled. I'll see you on Monday. And if there is Rashid, just see whether I can get another class. Otherwise, don't want. I'll come on Monday only. And I'll take a 2 hour class. Today I planned to take 2 hours class. Everything got spoiled. I'm sorry. I'll see you on here. Good morning. Yeah, okay. I'll see you on Monday. God bless. Take care. Jai Hind. Jai Karnataka.